Today I'm here with Helly, Trishelle, Evie, and Akira. Today we are going to be going over the Cisco packet tracer in our lab 1. We're going to go over the topology and how everything works. I'm going to hand it over to Helly and she's going to go over what kind of topology it is.
Hi, this is Haley. I will begin with the star topology we built. It shows how all the devices in our network are connected and interact with each other using copper straight through cable for connectivity. I'm handing through to Shell.
Hello, I'm Trishelle. The endnodes for our topology are the PCs and one server. The network device began as a hub for our topology, and we changed it over to a switch afterwards. Now I'll hand it over to Evie.
Hello, my name is Evie. So I'll be talking about the IP address. And so how we set it up was we started with PCO, and then we went to desktop, IP configuration, and selected DHCP instead of static, and it generated an IP address for the device. Then we went through each device and set up the IP address the same way. I'm passing the phone to Nathan.
Hello, I'm Nathan. I'm going to go over how the pinging works. So right now I have a message sitting in PC2. I'm going to click forward and it's going to send that message to the switch. And now I have messages prepared in 1 and 0. And then when I click forward, both of those messages go to the switch. Click forward again. The message from 0 is now going to 1. And then I click forward again. The message that was at 2 is now gone from the switch to PC3. And now the response message coming from 1 is going back to the switch. Click forward again. Response message coming from 3 back to the switch. This message has completed its whole circle and it's back to 0. And then this message is now to PC3. And then now the response message has returned back to PC2. The response message for this one is now back to the switch. And then the final message is now returned back to 1. I'm going to hand it back over to Akira and she's going to wrap things up.
Hi everybody, I'm Akira and we see here that we have a switch and a server. Now the switch operates at the data link layer, which is layer 2, and uses MAC addresses to forward data only to specific ports associated with the destination device. This segmentation creates a separate collision domain for each switch port using full duplex communication where devices can send and receive messages simultaneously without collisions, as Nathan just showed us. As a result, switches offer significantly higher performance, reduced network congestion, better security, and detailed and dedicated bandwidth.